This is cassette culture. What arrived at my door today is the package of ancient and rare cassette stuff from Steve Gears. Thank you, Steve. That's the most amazing thing that I've received through the post for at least 10 years.
I mean, this is really cool because we're actually literally holding something physical here, and we've been doing a lot of digital. We've been talking to people over the airwaves, and we're actually like experiencing a little bit of that, getting something in the mail.
100%, like the real thing has arrived with us here in Australia. So I'm just going to try and get into it at the duct tape end and see how easy we can open it. All right, I'm going in. Got the envelope open, and
all right, it's open.
What I'm seeing inside is like a lot of cassettes and pieces of paper. Oh,
thanks, Steve Gears. Good
bless
idea
him,
too.
Bless him, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got some real cool visual stuff here, guys.
Yeah, so the first thing is it's a flyer about Dotka, which is Darlings of the Cassette Age, which we know about from our chat with Steve. It's a nice little flyer.
Looks very professional, that one.
So we've got a couple of cassettes here. So
what have we got?
This is Sirius B. Oh, I don't know if this is actually what it says on it. It says Batman by Prince on the spine, but actually the track list.
It's well in my wheelhouse, that one. We've got this, who is this? Do you know who
Cordelia tapes, it says Cordelia tapes. This is exactly, I mean, this is the real deal here.
I love that.
Cordelia Records sampler cassette. And then if you fold out the cover, it's got the track list on it. None of the artists I'm familiar with. Oh, apart from Remarimba. I remember them from back in the day. And there's a little blurb on the bottom that says, sound quality isn't representative. The sound quality on the actual records is so good that it may make you spontaneously combust in ecstasy. If you listen to this sampler cassette and then form the opinion that you would rather be in a car crash than ever hear any of it again, then you've probably done something wrong. You may have attempted to play the cassette on a toaster or a golf club or something. If you play the cassette again and you still don't like it, then you should ring the Reptile House at London Zoo and give yourself up immediately.
Great. This is fantastic. There'll be some images of that. This is great artwork here.
Oh my God, I've just found a flyer here for the Omega Ensemble. It's like a kind of, what you call this DL size, like a A4 folded in
DL for sure.
Folded in 3.
Like a flyer.
And it's got the details of all the players in Omega Ensemble, with a little biog of each of them.
Kind of feels like maybe what you get on the night of the concert or something, would it? Would it?
It's like a little introductory, introductory flyer. What's the kind of? It's just within like an address on the back.
Am I right in thinking that's numbers being handwritten in there? Or is it just the angle?
Oh, you are right. You are absolutely right. And I think it's because, so there's a phone number here, which is 0703 36481. And then just before the 3, there's a 6 has been written. And I think that's because at some point with the expansion of the number of phone numbers that were needed.
It happened in Australia as well when I was young. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got like this extra area code digit, right?
Exactly. As the cities kind of get bigger or they need to sort of define the numbers more, they just add. So that 6 has been written in. Obviously, after this has been photocopied. Wow.
Yeah, you're going to find out what that font is. That's that font again.
Which one on the...
Oh, actually, it must have been getting around because that font.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Out of stream.
Yeah.
So it's just some sort of... You know, those kind of...
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a dot matrix.
Yeah, that's the one. And look, there it is being written there.
Printed out,
So,
yeah. Yeah, some really... That's really interesting. That's a good observation, actually. So we've got a nice little letterhead from Ferrochromium Sound, which is Steve's.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Steve's label. Something else coming out here with a bit of this is the Bad News Bible of the cassette that we just got. The Nihilistics. I don't know where.
Wow.
The Church of Pain. Okay, this looks like sort of like teen angst all over. There's loads.
So what is this? This is
I don't know.
We looked at that cassette before.
It's like a little kind of typed and photocopied pamphlet about the Bad News Bible, like a manifesto.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like a manifesto.
Intro said, what we've got here is the real news. It's bad and it needs to be exposed. Wow.
All right. There's so much more in here. There's all kinds of little letters and stuff that may make sense over time.
The Nihilistics.
Oh, this is the Matt Howarth little thing that Steve mentioned. Oh, look, and here's a letter from the Omega Ensemble, who are on Premonitions. 5th of January 1990. Dear Stephen Liam of the Happy Citizen, you liking us on Premonitions tape. If you like anything on the enclosed tape, then feel free to use it. I have the masters if you prefer to record off them. Best wishes, Phil, from the Omega Ensemble.
Wow.
So this came obviously with Omega Ensemble sending a tape to Steve.
So that's an exact there of the network working, right?
Yeah.
You're sending a tape, a bit of a blurb.
Indeed.
I can absolutely see how this works. I want to know more. This one to me really
You've been engrossed in the Bad News Bible for a while, yeah.
The whole Jesus religious, the writings in here are like mad teenagers going through their time. Yeah, this is brilliant. Let's start reading these lyrics.
This is totally kind of fanzine aesthetic, the way this is put together. This would have been like glued, so you got like these kind of blocks of typewritten text, and I would imagine those would have literally been cut out, stuck onto the image, which is the background, and then photocopied, again. And there you've got a kind of primitive, nice, interesting layered layout. Oh man, look, there's another letter from me. I didn't realise I wrote to Steve quite a bit. There's a couple of letters here. This is 3rd of December 1989. Audiophile Tapes is run by a chap called Carl Howard, who's a very nice man. 20525 18th Avenue, Bayside, New York, USA. He's releasing a Martin Franklin Richard Clare tape over there in the new year. As far as I can tell, Sonic Curiosity is an independent review type magazine done by a splendid cartoonist, Matt Howarth. Oh, that's what we've just
so we've seen
seen.
Cartoons. I think we've got more coming up.
Anyway, I'll look forward to hearing that tape of the Premonitions review. So this is what Steve taped a review from his local radio station,
right.
which he said he would send. So that must be in here too. Oh, that's unbelievable.
The stamp. This must be in a little
bit of rubber stampage on the envelope.
The papers. The papers are all got a real tangible feeling to it. It's got this sort of ridge.
I'm having a moment here because
all yours so far have been these ridged kind of paper.
Oh yeah, this is this kind of paper is called. It was my favourite type of paper.
Yeah, I can tell.
Actually, I'm sure it's watermarked. Conqueror.
Yeah, there you go. It is too.
Yeah, Conqueror paper. Which anyway, so here's another letter that I sent Steve. Thanks for your tape. The place that I know that makes up custom-length cassettes is Fraser Peacock, 204 Durnsford Road, Wimbledon, London, with a phone number. It's been a while since I got any tapes from them, but the last thing I ordered from them was 50 C34 plus cases, which were 48 pence each, and it costs about £2.50 to have them posted to you. You can order them by phone and they send you an invoice later. It's probably somewhere nearer to you if you check it out. Otherwise, I'm sure Fraser Peacock are okay. Bye for now.
So what is it? What's $2.50?
So if you want to, I think they do custom blank tapes, and then if you want them to post the tapes to you, it's £2.50.
But you get them to post them to you and then you send the check? Or the other way around? It sounded like...
yeah, you probably have to pay in advance.
And they send you an invoice.
Oh.
That sounds like to me. You send off the tapes and then they'll send you an invoice and then you put a check in the mail.
I read it, but I did not understand what I was saying.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That was 1989. It was, everyone was like...
Man, let's go back there.
It was free then. And this is a perfect example of an
this
envelope.
Is it, right?
This is the flyers in here.
You've got the stickers, you've got the...
Yeah, there's a flyer here for Tabloid, Arty Art Kitsch magazine. Sent to Tabloid, ACS PO Box 152, Exeter, Devon. So there's one green flyer from this magazine. Oh, here we go. Issue number 5 features on cassette and complimentary visuals in booklet from Lamotte and Kino, Big City Orchestra, Factor X, Onomatopoeia, Gregorian George, Scrack Nahut, Cranial Warfare, Martin Franklin and Richard Clare. Crikey. Runsellstern and Gurglestock, John Bosley, Skinflick, Megateria novanglia. All this stuff might make my brain explode because there's another... Apparently, I'm on this cassette that accompanies issue number 5 of Tabloid magazine. I have no idea about that. What else is in here? More flyers from... Oh, here's a nice looking one. Psycho-Oral Research. 22 Drapers Close, Blackpool, Worcestershire. Cassettes of meditative, repetitive loops and noise for magic, mesmeric moments. That would have been totally my jam. All are C90s at £2.50 each, including postage and packing. Make checks, postal orders. That's the little check that you could just buy at the post office. Payable to Jonathan Shapcott. Titles: Minimalism, Evil, twice untitled. We all have a right to our own destiny. More appearing soon. Oh, and here's a flyer for Mind Scan tapes. Rob Maycock. Rob's flyer is typewritten and photocopied, but it looks sort of like somehow like stretched, like the photocopy has kind of gone wonky, you know?
Yeah.
And it even looks with this edge on the top
It's
here.
like when it sits up a bit, yeah, if you've ever used a photocopier.
This almost looks like it's a photocopy of a photocopy. Maybe he did like 4 up on one A4 sheet and then photocopied them again.
And it looks like it's got some pen on there.
Genius.
So this one here, this tabloid 1x40, send 1 minute of music for a compilation tape to be made up of such. All contributors who have their material used will receive a copy. Deadline.
Yeah, right.
August 1st, 1990. So send 1 minute of something and they're going to use it.
Unbelievable. So this is part of the stuff that would just circulate. People would send you 5, and then every time you sent a letter thereafter, you'd put one of their things in.
Because this one here says at the bottom, please pass this list on, thank you.
Ah, nice one, Rob. There's just a heap of letters and stuff here. Dear sir, there's one from somebody, I. Rudd, in London. Dear sirs, please send me your tender tension noise beat ambient compilation tape as featured in your advert in NME, dated 8th of September 1990. I enclose a cheque for £2.50 in payment. You didn't state who to make the cheque payable to, so I've left that line blank for you to fill in. Thanks. Yours faithfully, I. Rudd.
Listen to this, people. It's a crazy time.
Yeah.
You just send people the product and they'll pay you later.
Yeah, well, here's a
pre-internet.
Here's a blank cheque.
Yeah.
Just put whoever you want it payable to.
Good.
But it is only £2.50, so
Yeah.
don't get too excited.
But it's better money. I mean, if you... Nonetheless, seems like there's a lot of $2.50 going around in the mail, I can tell you.
Here's another one on a kind of torn out piece of paper from Greg King, 5 Chester Close, Ash, near Aldershot, Hampshire. Hello, please send me 2 tape of Tender Tension compilation. Thanks, Greg. That's the way we used to roll.
Yeah,
Back
they
then.
love it.
You'd put your advert somewhere and these would arrive through the post with people saying, send me your thing. Here's some kind of payment. Okay. That's another one. From me too. What is going on with me? Why have I no memory of this? I mean, I wasn't like...
And maybe like that dude you said who just didn't remember he
and
did all that stuff.
If next time someone has no idea like who I am and I think I'm their best friend, I'm just going to absolutely go with it because memory is strange. 8th of May, 1989. Dear Steve, thanks for your tape. Sorry I've taken a while to reply. What's happening with this cassette is that as I wanted it to feature international artists, I have written to various magazines around the world asking them to help publicise this project. At the moment, I'm waiting for these magazines, etc., to come out, and then I can compile the tape from the contributions. My favourite track on your tape is definitely 100 Leaves. Yeah, which is actually the track of his that I put on Premonitions.
Right.
But I must say, you really are doing yourself no favours by sending out such terrible quality cassettes. Of course, I can sympathise with you about financial problems of sending out cassettes, but from my point of view, it makes listening to your music that much more difficult because of all the hiss and dropouts. Maybe you could try getting some tapes from one of those places that do custom length tapes. All right, 100 C20s would cost you about 40 to 50p each, which would be like not even a dollar on chrome tape. I wonder, could you send me another copy of 100 Leaves recorded on a TDK SA tape? Thanks. Best wishes.
TDK.
There you go. I wasn't having any of this like shilly showing.
Looks like everyone.
Right.
Thanks for the tape. The bad recording quality made it very difficult to judge. And that's from the other dude.
From Red Megaphone.
Yeah, so it sounds like everyone was like,
Steve Gears, the world has a message for you. Like,
weren't using the masters every time.
All right, the last letter to Steve from me. There's not much in it. It's a flyer for Metro Rique. I remember that. It was a fanzine, French fanzine, January 1989, 20 francs. This is like a order form. That's very clever. So you distribute this like photocopied order form, like people are generally sending their flyers around. It's got some information about this particular edition of the fanzine, and then the bottom of it is like a form. It's in French, but it's send me Metro Rique something. Sorry, bad French. Here's a check made out to François Duvivier. My name, first name, address,
so
etc.
This is for a fanzine.
Yeah.
And you have taken their brochure.
No, I imagine I had a number of
things in here.
It rings a bell for me. I don't know what if I may have had some sort of connection with them because it rings a bell. But no, I guess this is like the person who did this fanzine would have sent me a few copies of this.
Yeah.
And then every time I wrote to someone,
you just throw them in there.
Right.
You're just passing
it's
stuff
just
on.
passing on information of like...
Which is like a liking something now.
Yeah, yeah. But I like the fact that that's like a little tear-off order form.
Yeah.
So you can fill that out, somehow send them your check or your money order, and then you get that magazine. That's is cool. Amazing. That's January 89, this edition. So busy time with like all this correspondence and stuff going on in these years.
So what age are you there? What age are you at 89?
Don't ask me difficult questions.
What, 2025?
Yeah. Last couple of, unless there's more. No, there's loads more.
Is there?
There's loads more.
We'll have to break it up.
Yeah, there's loads more, yeah.
Holy moly. Oh, hang on. I just need to see this one. This is one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at this. A bit of penman work. Oh, a bit of original art.
That's nice, actually.
Yeah, that is. It's full of stuff. Looks like it's full of good art. All right, let's not keep that one hidden. It's a little jam. See, I'm already excited. See, I want to get these in the mail all the time. I'm going to start this up.
Yeah.
I'm going to redo this with me mates.
I think when, this is why it was so exciting. You can imagine, like, all this stuff just, like, piling through your
You're not sure what to touch first. You're like, should I read this one? Oh, I don't want to spoil that one.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, I'll save that for Sunday afternoon when I've got a little quiet moment.
Yeah.
But I think that's all the cassettes. So there's just like a heap of correspondence in
stickers
here.
And stuff.
Oh, look, this is... these are some of my flyers. Oh, and this is another...
No, it's Premonitions.
That was the first release. So they were my things, hoping that he would distribute them.
Got you. Okay.
And 35 years later, what has he done? He's sent them back to me.
Sent them back. So
it's nice, though.
Waterproof cover. Everything's all sorry it took me so long because it's all mail.
Yeah, it's because like people.
By the time you have life, and then you send this, goes in the mail.
People were writing letters every day, so sometimes it took a while to get back.
Oh, so there's another tape.
Oh, is there? Oh, that's nice. The oral This is, he mentioned this, the Oral Orgasm Sampler 5,
Gonna take a photo.
which has, so it's a cassette with a nice design, a nice sort of photocopied, bold design with some nice big bold typography on the front, and there's a condom included with the cassette. Superlative condoms.
Nice. It's still there.
Still there, unopened. Yeah. Okay, so small
Don't
release.
use it as
The
an
oral
overseas.
orgasm. So should the oral orgasm cassette
Lord.
kind of actually deliver more, more than you might imagine? The condom
Yeah,
is
but
really.
again, it's great marketing. It's the tangible marketing. They're looking for an edge for something for you to tell someone else. All right, have a look at this one. Then I'm going to have to bail.
Oh, yeah.